Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance Division 1. And it is Cup night / morning. Yes, we're past midnight. It's like the old days. But necessities of time. We've got to get the league sorted out on league nights. We're going to get the cup sorted out other times during the week at the moment. Otherwise, Division 1's going to run quite a way right behind Division 2. And there may even be a special night in both divisions this season. Maybe 2 league games in one night for teams. A special. We will see. But what you can see now is 8 cup matches. And Mr. Savage is here. Good morning, Swempers, indeed. 8 cup matches, of which we'll be watching. Do you know what? We'll be watching all of them. Let's see how things go today. We've got Alanson versus Skade, Arsenal versus Asnes Ajax, Falaraki 99ers versus Learnskog, Loco Calaveras and Team GB. That should be a good one. Mandels Macaratena versus Lillehammer. Will there be a Lillehammering from the Olympic favourites, who are of course non-league and are not going to win this? Mr. Smarts and his boy are here. Fantastic. So that's 3 people in the chat, really. North Trafford. Some news about North Trafford coming up, versus Ern Horton, and then 2 matches from our division. OAB's the worst team in the world versus Trumpton, and Real E versus Steel Hawks, who I think you've probably seen the lineup for Steel Hawks. It is interesting. So let's get into the games. Two of us are awake, yes. Mr. Savage is asleep, but he's still talking. Great. Anyway, so we start off, and it is Alanson versus Skade. Alanson, who we just see if there's any contracts that need doing. Contiquio would like a contract, and you don't turn down the chance to keep him at the team. He's been, I know his ratings are poor, but he's been worth it, hasn't he? Zickler wants a new contract despite barely playing, but no wonder if he's sat there on 24 grand a week. Then the team for today, it's gone to a 4-4-2-ish formation, a diamond in midfield, and Jakob H. Yule is getting a chance in attacking mid, which I like the sound of. I think it's a better position for him than a bit further back. And of course there's Zickler and Alex Alves up front, who between them this season have no goals, and Zickler has been dire, but the team have improved since. Make sure to point out the themes of teams, because it's Division 1 and the cool kids don't care. We love this team, we love Big Noobie's team for its amazing quality theme of all Alex's and Jacob's, or variants of 12 of each in there, and that's a quality setup there for Big Noobie and his boys. Although I did suggest to him having the player Andrew Allen in his squad as well, even though he's a terrible Australian goalkeeper. But yeah, it is a great one indeed, Mr. Savage. So Smirty captains aside, and they're up against Skade, and I don't think we've seen Skade this season, of course. Andre Ulla in goal. Looks good for this division, well, for this competition. He's not been playing too badly. A team of his kid's name, indeed. Yes, it is. Who else have we got in here? Harold Skjalg. Yeah, he's. I don't think he's been massively impressive. I just like clicking on random names, as you know. Helge Edinson, at least, is 100% fit up front. Ola Martin Johansson, 15 contributions to goals and a good average rating this season for Skade. So you never know. You never know. And the players are entirely real. So we get started, and we go on with this one, and the start is very much Alanson on the attack, isn't it? It's good to see them going for it. We want to get as many attacking through. They're in the lead through an own goal. It's one of those things where this game has slowed down now the first goal's gone in. Alanson looked more dangerous before the other team put the ball in their net. So I would say it could be a more interesting match so far, but at the same time, it's got Allenson in the lead, and they're coping. They're not passing it too much. Yule's being very quiet, to be honest. Zickler misses the target again. He's up to a 7 for the match, but I don't think he's playing very well, to be honest. He's just missing the targets. And we are only subbing the players if they are absolutely worn out. So as a result, I'm going to take it to 65 minutes if they're injured or whatever. Go to 65 with these. They've restricted their opponents to absolutely nothing. Ronnie Lovelian, lovely Ronnie, there he is, and Adal playing on. He's a defender striker. You never know. Playing the best of that team so far. Get Yakubu on, so we have 2 ex-Leicester loaners on. Is that Jacob Burns, the other Leicester loaner? I'm trying to think who it is. We get to 65 minutes anyway, and we can only make the subs if they are what's his classed as injured or knackered. So I'm going to look at below 75 at this point. Skade have equalised. Oh dear. Skade have equalised. He doesn't want subs for performance. He just wants subs for that specific condition thing there. So we're going to the subs. Jakob Larsson it was. Jakob Larsson. He's done. That's a lovely Dolly Parton tune there, isn't it? Yakubu 77 on a yellow. I will actually replace him. And maybe the best deal to do with these. Do they actually have a right back on the bench? They don't. So we'll take off Yakubu. We'll bring on Yakubu, and we'll put Yule there at the right side at the back. So he does come on. He's going to play an attacking midfield, and he's had a chance. He's nearly got one. This game could well be going to extra time. And for the second time this season for Allenson, can they hang on to at least getting to that stage? The strikers are not scoring goals. There may well be another sub to start extra time. Feed the yak indeed. Will he get anything out of this? Yakubu's missed the target. Allenson have caused himself issues there, and D'Alessandro at 69% is the man that's going to be coming off, and that's Aguinaga to come on instead. Zickler's going to push further back, and Yakubu's going to go up top in a slight change. So we kick off extra time. They did win 1-0 in extra time last time. The other team have lost a player. And did they make all their subs already? Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They lost 2 players in the 94th minute as well. So they're down to 9 men. They seem to have. We don't get a report at this time, extra time, do we? But it's Skate's only shot as well. We shall see. We shall see. As for a third sub, well, the other team are down to. What if Manninger goes off? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. If Manninger goes off, then they're in trouble, then, aren't they? Why is this so close? That is a very good question. It's Allenson. They don't make things easy for themselves, do they? Larsson's on just Zickler has scored his first goal for the team. They've made it 2. Oh, Skate have equalised with 9 men. I cannot believe it. This game's going to penalty. It's not. It's going to a replay. Deary me. Deary me. That is extra time, and it's going to a replay. Sletton with their only 2 shots. Someone sign him up. Eva Sletton. Look at him go. Building the tension indeed. Well, and look at that Smerteen's display of trying to put 100 passes together. Yeah. Okay. We go to Real E versus Steel Hawks. This match, I mean, yeah, I'm just going to say, yeah, let's have a look at the team. Yeah, Sletton does look decent, yeah. Someone sign him up. There's the real East side. Now, I was sent a list of players in an order that didn't match up to the formation, so I've picked it the best I can based on that, and that's what I think it is. But I can't say any fairer than, is this the situation? I really don't know. That's my guess. So they got it for this, but their opponents, Steelhawks, I mean, you kind of question what's going on. Yapstam's in goal, Dudek and Seaman in attacking midfield. There are no forwards, and basically this team is going to get destroyed. That's what I'm going to say. Fair play. Okay, so yeah, Dudek's taking the number 11 shirt, I've been told as well, so going all Rui Patricio on us there. 3 subs, and Paul Espen Sarheim refereeing. Really should win this game. With Sammy Hoopy has been booked though. Steelhawks have put some pressure on their opponents. Hasselbank scored offside, so I mean, they've held out for 10 minutes. No, they haven't. The goal was in the 10th minute, and there we are with a goal for Hasselbank. Rocks in disguise. Adolfo makes it 2. Rocks will at least probably play a goalkeeper. Hasselbank for 3. I mean, you know, I've got to go for about 9. It could be about 9. Stam's made a save. He's on a 5. They're getting caught offside a lot. I don't think they understand what they're doing. Whoever's playing that left back position is the only player outfield who's not making a run, I think. Just about, unless the centre midfield standing still. 3-0 at half time wouldn't be enough, would it? So there is 4. And, yep, understandable. I will just check any, well, you have a quick look at the match stats there. A quick look at anything to do with what's being said by these managers. So, Matt just has 2 subs planned, and David, no subs. If injuries, anyone can come on. Palacios wasn't meant to be on the bench, so I didn't put him on. Okay, so Real E going 60 minutes with that. 2 more ex-Leicester players on show. On show? Is he in there as well? Great. I can't even think who's ex-Leicester here. I should be able to guess these. I can't even seem to manage it today with the ex-Leicester. It's miles away. It's 4-0 at half time. So we go to 60 minutes. And it's 5. Lee Bowyer scored his second. This formation is only acceptable in the cup. If it was given to me in the league, really, down to 10 men. We'll make their subs now. But yeah, this formation is acceptable in the league. But if it's given to me in the league, I would say no. You must play a goalkeeper in goal, and try not to let the other team win. Somerville and Masudi are going to come on. Scholes wasn't recommended for a substitute, so he's gone off anyway. He'll be suspended for the next round of the cup. Bowyer will come off then, even though he's got 2 goals, he'll come off because he's less fit. Masudi will come on, and Somerville will come on, and seeing as Hasselbank has 2 goals, it'll be Adolfo that comes off. So there are the subs there. Steelhawks are not making any subs other than if enforced. It's 6-0 as well. Hasselbank has 7. Hasselbank's got his 4th. A penalty, and Somerville scores for 8-0. The second highest score we've ever had in Norwegian Cup history, after Ewan Rovers winning 12-3 against the Iron Curtain last season. They did play without a goalkeeper or something like that. Oh, penalty turned down. Can they make it 9 before the end? A chance to make it 8-1. No, down the other end. Somerville 9-0. There we are, 9-0 full time as expected. There at 9. Yaps down with a 2. It's going to be absolutely great for his average rating there to take the hit. I mean, it is a little bit of nonsense. Really dominated. They had the ball in the net 11 times, I think, and it ended up at a mighty 9-0. Okay. Ian Holloway. I don't mind Ian Holloway, but then again, I don't know him personally. Loco Calaveras versus Team GB. Loco Calaveras. I don't know if I've set up Loco, so I will check that. I know I've had the team in, and I don't think I've set the team up for tonight. I haven't, so we'll have this live on air. I had this in ages ago as well, so we'll go to the team now. They can, well, actually those players can go out wide over there. They are playing 3 in there, and they're playing a defensive mid, and they're playing that side there. I haven't had a specific instructions as to where to move the players to, so I'm just doing that because that's easier, and I will set up the team accordingly. Had this team in well in advance of the deadline. It's just that I seem to have missed them out. Yepes and Gamera and Mendes with Simeone in front of them, and then Denilson, who's been playing pretty well this season, Veron and Riquelme with Amoroso, Ronaldinho and Ronaldo, as they are really supposed to be pronounced, but I won't be doing that in this. Then Costanzo, Walter Samuel, Zelias, Paulo Aymar, D'Alessandro, Palermo, and Roberto. Simeone to captain the side. All tactics are probably going to be the same. Everyone can check what they are anyway, so I'm not giving any secrets away. Here we are. There we go. That's the team. The assistant is the brains of the Wethersford operation. He's brainy, isn't he? Mr. Savage. He's a brainy man. And he's watching the lovely Swemp, which makes him even more brainy. Alf's team for tonight. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's one of his better sides in terms of strength, and I mean, no defensive midfield versus quite an attacking setup. Maybe there's something to that, but at the same time, it's well worth going for. And I think I think both teams are in with a decent shout of being able to say that they're going to be in for winning this. Is that an insult? Is what an insult? From Smuts? I'm the face of the operations. Symmetrical. No, I think my left eye sinks in further than my right, to be honest. Calaveras, did I make this? Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, good. Okay. This will be an interesting one. And while the game starts off, I'll have a little drinkio of vintage cider. A chance there straight away. Kieran Dyer scored, but I couldn't comment on it because I was drinking. But anyway, it's 1-0 to Team GB, who are playing in that red and green again. Calaveras not really pushing, and indeed has obviously been heavily involved and made some decent saves. Start losing, and Savage is the brains. We only lose home games. We win away games. It's 1-1, and Amoroso is equalised. At that point, Simeone taking a yellow card, though. Ronaldo with an outside of the foot effort at half time. Has Alf planned any subs for this game? I mean, he doesn't. No, he's not made any suggestions here, so I'll just withdraw player. So at 75% or below for Alf's team. No need to at all. We'll get straight back on with this game. Quick look at the stats, and it was very close, wasn't it? Team GB more accurate with shots. Let's we go to 60 minutes. Calaveras are in the lead, and it's a second goal from Amoroso. Simeone's having a nightmare match, but it's not a substitute selection here. Well, I'll just follow the instructions. There's no reason to take an off a condition here. So Ronaldo is withdrawn for Palermo, and Zeriberto is coming off for Amoroso. So his 2 goals, not quite enough to keep him on the pitch there. And Team GB, nope, there's no need to make any changes there. And there was nothing suggested as subs, so I just push on. Simeone is obviously a red card threat at this point. He's having a bad game. Another tackle could make things worse. It was 6 at least. It's going away. Oh, a chance there. Great save from Dida. His student comes Monday. He can't do Monday. Sadly, he's not available. I think Dimble's on Monday. Smith has equalised. Look at that. He's an equaliser. A great effort there. And yeah, I think, did Dimble say he was doing this Monday? I think he did say he could do this one. But Stu will do the next one when he can. And I'm looking forward to that, because he's been a mainstay of Swemp throughout his time, and has been much involved this season, and it's been great to have him on. So full time, extra time looming. I mean, that Simeone card, 78%, is still not really enough to take him off at this point, and Team GB all still above 75, so we'll crack on. Gamma has taken a yellow card as well. Dida makes another save. He's having a great match. Smith has equalised. He put them in front though. 3-2. And so obviously now I will look at making a change for both teams to try and liven things up if necessary. Yeah, Simeone's now gone under 75, so let's do that change. It'll come off, and the obvious choice is to bring on Zelias in that position. A big fan of the Portsmouth theme, except this week when we're against each other. Yes. Not surprised. Southgate's having a nightmare, but I don't think they usually sort of the players come off. We'll just remove Barry Ferguson at this point. Will come off and be replaced by Joe Cole as the one change there for them. They've not even had a yellow card. The sky blue tabby, indeed. Yeah, it's the identical colour match. Where is this Team GB in the league? 6th, 7th, something like that. They're 4-2 up, and it's Joe Cole off the bench who scores. Maybe a late one for Calaveras to pull one back. No, it's not going to happen. Team GB have gone in, and Joe Cole scores, because that's where he should be playing centre mid. There we are. Well, it was an interesting match. Plenty of shots, plenty of action. The teams weren't too unfairly matched or anything like that. I think it was a decent game, but Team GB through to the next round, and Kieran Dyer with a 10, and Alan Smith with a 10. Smith, who has now got 5 goals for the season, and Dyer, who has obviously played well yet again. we go to the game that we wanted to watch all the time. It's Mandos Marcaretena versus Lillehammer, and we got some lovely names here. Atla Vinningland. Will they be singing when they're Vinningland later on? Lots and lots of two first names all at once. Are they fake players? I don't know. Odd Harold Skonhoft looks uninspired. Kjetil Learning Olsen, captain is Over Rugland, not Rutland. Sebastian Favata, though, there he is, the ex-Wimbledon player. So I have had a quick check of this team before. Doesn't make him any good to know that he played for Wimbledon, though, does it? And there's really not a whole lot to say about this team. Lillehammer, I mean, they're the better team, by the way. Lillehammer, Vegard Eng, Ingol, Oystein Brendan. Awful player. Val, they're pretty poor, aren't they? Halvor Viken has 3 and 3. He looks a striker, doesn't he? And Granum doesn't look like a striker, but he's got more goals, but more games, of course. This should be a home win, but Lillehammer would be great to go through to the next round. Let's just push it on. Why is this on? Because it's the only cup match. It's the only cup match that doesn't involve the Division 1 teams. So we're going to watch it. So at half time, it's 3-0 to the home side, and it should have been a win to this side, but I mean, Lillehammer, it just would have been nice to see them going through. You see, somebody's going to be playing against this team in the next round, so you should be having a little look and see. 3-0, comfortable, and Stein over Abrahamson, man of the match. Doesn't look very good, does he? Anyway, they're through. Lillehammer indeed. North Trafford, I just said, a quick report. Since Wolfie agreed to come on to, well, partly agreed to come on to commentary and said he was 25 minutes from home, I've not heard from him since. He hasn't read any messages, and I have not had a team for today. So there'll be no subs against this side. I had to make 2 enforced changes. That Trond Andersen was suspended, so you go to the first available central defensive midfielder, and it's Fugelstadt. And going from Torranger Flo, looking down the squad, to the first person who can play up front, it is Solskjaer. So that is why they are playing as they are. And they're up against Ern Horton. Mohamed Idris, yes, he's pretty good, isn't he? He's an old guy, but he's pretty useful. I've seen him a few times before in the game. Aaron Balaska in goal. I don't make much of him. I think there'll be Balaska a few past him this match. Richard Lawrenson, I mean, Ronnie Skinner, he's fine. Yeah, he's alright. Heaven Ada Eriksson, the old Triple E batteries, and it's an exciting squad, isn't it? Let's get on with this one. Aaron Wan-Balaska, and of course with no subs and no selection, we just push through this match. Yeah, so Solskjaer scored. Fugelstadt has been sent off. There's no need to change anything. And we come towards the end of this game. They scored a penalty, and Pedersen was the other one. Bog fan, yeah, big fan of Jan. Yeah. Dale, Emma Dale. I know someone who writes Emma Dale. He's very funny. Eric Fugelstadt sent off, replacing Trond Andersen, who was suspended for the match, of course. So, well, 2-0 it was. 2-0 it was. And the Old Age Ballers versus the Tromsø Vice squad. Of course, these two teams at very different ends of Swemp, really. Martin's come in, taken charge of this team, and of course, so he's the least Swemp experienced manager in the league, but obviously not inexperienced by any means in the champ manager world. Picking a good strong team for today. Effenberg and Bosfeldt playing together. He's got the Leddersford reserves playing centre mid for this one. A good team ready to go for this one. Yeboah is just a bit disappointed, but he's done a decent job since coming in, Martin. They've had 2 wins in 2 games, and what more can you ask than that? Up against Trumpton, big kid being in there from the start, playing a different formation every game, and a different formation again today. Seeing Penza and Crespo playing central midfield, Zidane up front, Roy Keane in attacking midfield, Marcos, the goalkeeper, playing the Sebastian Frey role in the what's the way it's going? Marcos in defensive midfield, of course. I mean, that's how he rolls. Sebastian Frey played very well there last season. A decent and normal formation. Big kid is definitely not playing a decent and normal formation. Could be decent. Ray Parler, centre back, and Hans Jörg Butt in goal today. So we'll see what happens with this one. Håkan Bondal refereeing, and we've got normal commentary speed for us. Well, fast is normal for us in here. And Trumpton in their lovely away kits. Their home kit's nice as well. But they started off, and Zidane with a chance. He's missed the target. Looks like a chance there, and it's Batistuta has put it over the top of Hans-Jörg Butt, and he scored. It is 1-0 to the Old Age Ballers. At 2-0, Luis Enrique gets in the goal. Well, excellent start for them. Martin just keeps going with his run for his team so far. Luis Enrique coming close to another goal. He's got the team working. He's got the team working hard. I will be looking towards Martin's subs, because he has made one at half time. If things keep going to plan, it is half time now. Big kid in terms of subs for today. I don't think there's nothing planned, and for these, so like in case of injury or 75 fitness, but there is a half-time sub. Effenberg is not playing a blinder. He's playing fine, so we can take off Effenberg and bring. Oh, I'm trying to switch off Effenberg anyway. Take off Effenberg and bring on Paul Gascoigne in there. JJ is asleep and in his bed. That's good news, isn't it? That is good news. It takes a lot of patience in the early days, doesn't it? No one else needs to come off there. And Trumpton have Roy Keane at 60 minutes, I think, will be withdrawn, because he's down to 80% at this point. He's also on a yellow card. We will have a check at 60 minutes here. Subs are coming up. Will there be another one? A free kick is being lined up. Old Age Ballers. There's no reason to take off anyone at this point. Trumpton, we'll have a look in. There's a lot of fives going on. Roy Keane there at 74%. You have a look and you think, what would Big Kid do? Jamie Carragher a bit there, but I don't think he'd be picking. Shellstrom's been a cup player, hasn't he? He has been a cup player. He's got 4 in 3 cup games. Thomas, I don't think he'd be taking Thomas off despite the potential injury. Any poor ratings here? Obviously, you look at Petkov, Marcos, Kaladze's on the card, but I don't think he'd take a centre back off. So we'll leave it just in case he can get back into this game over extra time. Can they get back into it? They need to start performing. Desai has taken a yellow card as well. Yeah, I think it's an interesting one, isn't it? Not a lot has happened in this second half. I'm trying to do some fillers of talking. Yes, yeah, had a nice Chinese for tea. I had very, very good salt and pepper ribs, like some of the best salt and pepper ribs I've had, and a wonderful special curry and fried rice with prawn crackers. Very good indeed, highly recommended. OAB's victorious, played well. Gascoigne didn't play so well when he came on, but he didn't need to. All filler, no killer. You're absolutely right, that's how I roll. Yeah, Trumpton out of the cup, but no worries about that. The league is the much more important thing to concentrate on for them. And let's have a little look at the Falaraki side, which I must apologise. Last match, Falaraki's team was not set up correctly. In fact, I looked at the wrong picture, the old picture, and set them up with the new setup, but then didn't realise that Paul Gascoigne was playing out on the left hand side. He was meant to be playing centrally, but because of the way that these wingers were actually playing further forward, and I hadn't set them further forward, I clicked on Gascoigne first, believing I was filling in this role, and I actually played him there. So, yeah, apologies, but they got a draw. They got a draw, and David Seaman was superb in all. So, good morning, gentlemen and gentle horse. Now, good morning, Big Noopy. Have you seen your team's result? Let me know if you've seen your team's result. So, anyway, it's a decent team. Always nice to see Steve Howie playing. Nope. Do you want to know how your team did? I'm not going to give away anything about your performance, win, lose or draw, unless you tell me about that. Yeah, getting into bed is good parenting, isn't it? It doesn't happen very often. I don't like the chuckle. What, Barry or Paul? Paul's the alive one. You can't let Paul chuckle, surely. Lernskog with their team Leaf Harbour Ray in goal. Not very impressed with him. Robert Alf, show you the result. I will tell you, you have a replay. I will show you it later on when I can do, because obviously I can't show you till the results come through at the end. But you have a replay to go through against your non-league opponents. Alf is in there, scouted well. Who else have we got in here? Henning Berger, what a name. He is real as well, Henning Berger. Frederick Gilbert. I mean, they got some good names. Lorenzo Carapresi doesn't sound hugely Norwegian, but then again, neither do all our Norwegians. Truls Walker, Ola Bagaskar. Now, Steve might have that. Patrick Walker's brother. What, the wonderful actor? Yeah, which is Rudolph Walker. I know he was Patrick in EastEnders. At least he didn't lose. Yeah, a few good players. Were they? They had 2 shots, by the way. They had 2 shots. Anyway, here we go with this one, and we watch from the point of view of our team, of course. It's much easier to watch it from that point. It's a goal for Robbie Fowler and an assist for the wonderful Steve Stone. I say wonderful. Stone's missed a target this time. Bagger scar. I thought it was a bag scar, as in, like, had some kind of surgery on it. my old bag scar. It's still 1-0. There's not much going on. And Fowler, it's been disallowed as Letitia was offside as Fowler put in that rebound. No grade out. Yeah, that's something. That's something, isn't it? Yeah, it's not been highly incident. I believe it's been left to Graham Symington to manage the subs here, but as with Falaraki, I'm pretty sure they would never go before 60 minutes. Make all 3 subs on 60 minutes. Yes, the other team not playing so well. Alf doing the best job there. Oh, nearly hiccup now. Can you nearly hiccup? Anyway, it's 1-0. We are going towards sub time. They're going to need them to liven up this match. All 3 subs on 60 minutes. Well, let's have a little look down here. Wise and Batty. Now, I won't be playing both of those two, but they're playing well. Okay. Redknapp. Well, let's smash him off. There we are. Steve Stone's been playing well. Letitia was offside. Letitia was offside. So let's bring on Darren Anderton. He deserves a bit of a game. And the third sub, I do not want to ruin Fowler by making him unhappy at being subbed. We will remove Jason Wilcox. I'm right clicking again, I'm just too far over on that side. Remove Jason Wilcox, and we will bring on Nick Barmby. Get Wise in the bin. Well, Wise has got an 8. I'm not taking him off at this point. I was told to make all 3 subs at 60 minutes, so there we are. And we considered the condition and the ratings before making those. And Gascoigne's come off the bench and scored. Now to get the other 2 to score. Or at least get some kind of contribution, make it look like the management of Graham Symington was superb. But it's not. And 2-0. I think it's that Henning Berger going off at the end of the game there. Fowler, a very clear man of the match. It's Pettersson going off there, and the injured Bagscar is off at the end of the game. 5 ex-Leicester in the team. Tim Flowers, Dennis Wise, Ian Walker, Jason Wilcox, and I don't even know where the other one is. I don't know. Have I missed just an obvious one? I can't remember the other one at all. So both goalkeepers. Everyone loves the Mike Flowers pops. Steve Howie. Oh, yes. Didn't know he played for Leicester, to be honest. Remember him at Newcastle very, very well. Remember him at Man City, but I do not remember him at Leicester. Gotta say. So, I mean, I remember at Falaraki. Asner versus Arsenal. So we'll see how they get on. Asner this time round playing a 4-1-3-2. All set up nicely. Looks strong. Looks decent. It doesn't have Bakajulu in the first team. Despite the fact he plays so well there, Bakajulu. I think he's due to come on surely at some point. Overmars, is it missing Overmars? He's had an average season but he's very average in the game, but he should be superb. 2003. Right. That makes a bit more sense as to when that sort of time was. Is that the Trevor Benjamin era? But let's have a little look into this one. I think that Arsenal should have enough to win this game, but they're playing against a lovely kit. So, of course, everyone loves that Lasse Selvik in goal. He's had a good season. He's not superb. Yeah, he's alright. These players are okay. Øystein Larsen, there's nothing special about him, but again, you wouldn't be. If you're a lower league manager and were given this squad, you probably wouldn't be too unhappy. Morch, the sub goalkeeper there. Jan Morch. Helland in the Holland kit. Per Magnus, that'll be, is that one of Steve's favourite players? Per Magnus Hagen. Christopher's Arscock. Lovely. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? I mean, the first team is much stronger than the bench. Alf on the bench there, of course. So we better. In fact, what we should do is we should scout Alf. Should have done that with all the players called Alf. We're underway. And these play in Bergen, the same place as Bran, of course, who probably don't exist now on this because I'll have overwritten them. But I think I've overwritten them. I don't know. Chance at 1-0, and Litmanen is who scored the goal. 2-0 it is. Kluivert, both strikers on the score sheet. They are playing very, very well. 3-0 Kluivert. An assist and 2 goals from him. Van der Vaart and Seedorf with the other assist. A penalty, and Van der Vaart has scored. The assist for that goes down to Litmanen for being brought down for the penalty. 4-0 at half time. Very, very comfortable. No reason for subs. Let's keep cracking on with this. They're doing very well. Van der Vaart 5-0. So to make the changes here, when is the next league game? That's the question here. They're so far in front. The next league game is in 24 days. There's absolutely no reason to sub anyone for that purpose. But Litmanen's now down at 80%, so Bakajolu can come on at this point. And is anyone else carrying an injury? There is no point carrying injuries. No. Ratings wise, no one in midfield or behind that is playing badly, so we'll just make the one change. Yeah, he's on. He's had a good season so far for these, so he had to come on. Up front is obviously not really his strong point, but he's been doing it so far. 5-0 is comfortable. Can he make it 6? Obviously, the more goals they get, the less the game's bothered about them scoring more. They haven't even had many chances. Marcio Santos had a chance then, on target. Bakajolu scores. There he is. He comes on, gets his customary goal. 6-0. What a performance. 2 assists and 2 goals for Kluivert. Not a surprise, he's man of the match. De Boer with an assist. Litmanen with an assist. Seedorf with an assist. Van der Vaart with an assist. Wonderful. That is how to win a cup game. Very pleasing for them. It was as clinical as the Team GB win in the previous round. That's where I'll put that one. A very, very comfortable, convincing victory. And that's our results for today. Ferdinand, Schumacher, Hignett, Gillespie, Thatcher, Howie, Dean, Summerby, McKinley, Curtis, Sinclair and Dabizas. What a who's who of Division 1 players at the time. So, Allinson's draw with Skade, who had 2 shots on target. The 2 goals scored by Eva Sletton, who actually, to be fair, did look pretty good. So we're going to give you some credit that he's okay. The goalkeeper was average. The fact that Zickler scored for your team is odd. Feliz Dabizas, of course. We subbed Yakubu at 6-7 minutes. It was on a yellow card. He's on a 6. he needed to come off really for not being very good. And then at extra time, D'Alessandro at 69%, we decided to sub him for extra time. Naga, who didn't really do much, but at least the substitute of Yakubu for Yakubu meant that Yule went and played at the right side of wing back. It was right side of wing back, right side of defence. It was an own goal that opened the scoring. So Thomas Mellon, you can give him some credit that he scored your other goal. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, the fact they finished with 9 men because after they made 3 subs, 2 of their players went off injured. Let's have a little look at that on the record. Yeah, they just both went off. Yeah, it was a fine old match. By 6 minutes we filled the screen. Katie Milieu. And of course that 9-0 was caused by that monstrosity. Yeah, that's own goal and 1 in extra time. Yeah, I think that is pretty much where your 2 standards are in the cup. Much better in the league. I will click through because the cup draws usually the next day, isn't it? So I'll do that. And if anyone's actually, interested, then it will be done now. Check the news. Keane's banned for a cup game, but they're out, so it doesn't matter. Fugelstats banned. Play that tactic against Dragons this season. Dragons can play against me next time round. He pushed him. Why would I appeal? Yeah. They're happy with their win. Of course, only here for the admin, of course. Scholes was sent off for... Ooh. What was he sent off for? Headbutting someone in the face. Lovely. There'll be no appeal there. And Bischan is injured. 9-0 win. And lots of club records. Steelhawks. Well, of course, this is the problem that they've caused here. Very unhappy with the performance. And loads of records against the team. Yapstam suspended for the next league game. Taram, we got a contract, so that'll be on before when the next game comes up. Is when contracts happen, and Dalgety didn't play. And here is a cup draw. All the toe abuse of Paul Scholes. That is exactly what it is. And without further ado, we hand over. It's going to be hard with a bit of a cold. To Chief Executive of the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance, Mr. Graham Symington.
Thank you very much, and welcome to the draw for the quarter-final of the Norwegian Cup. It's 8 teams to draw, but I believe there are 9 teams in this, and we will see how this goes. Falaraki 99ers will play Mandals Kaskusmanrachetsburg. Norsk Trafford versus Team Gordon Bennett. Allenson FC or Skade will play Real E. I love you. You draw me a good one. They are good. Yes, I have a cold as well. Old Age Ballers will play Asnes Ajax. And that concludes the draw. The schedule says that the games are to be played on the 7th of August 2002. So they will be. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Graham. Superb as ever. Mandals Kamaratain really caught you up there with that and Skade into the next round, of course. it's looking like a good, lovely cup there. Birthday treat. Birthday treat 7th of August. Indeed. Well, if people are still here, I've got 23 days of stuff to click through, so, if you're off, then fine, but if not, feel free to entertain me and keep me going through here, and I'll just keep this on. This could be the most pointless YouTube scroll of all time, but we've got some World Cup stuff here. Denmark 2, Ireland 3, Roy Keane getting 2 goals, and Gerard McLaughlin scoring another one, as David Bure and Stefan Mortensen was just not enough to keep their team in the cup. Norway didn't qualify. It was just beyond them. Despite the quality that they had, it was too much of a big ask. Emerson Sizing Concert. Look at the situation there. They're going to be missing some key players going forward. 3 players suspended for their next match. So there's nothing you can do about that. Croatia 0, Brazil 2. Goals from Guilherme and Rivaldo. Lovely. Crease. So, yes, there's some lovely players in there. Ante Milos came off Zoran Milosevic, who actually played very, very well. Everyone is loving the admin. I should just do this. Next time I'm just going to say it right. Your saves, I should upload to the Google Drive live on air. Maldini 3 weeks away from his groin injury finishing off. 3 weeks in light training. I mean, would you want to risk him during those 3 weeks? 90% for 3 weeks. Yeah, I quite enjoy this random clicking through at this point, so yeah, we're all in this together. Oh, Mr. Big Noopy's gone, and I didn't even say goodbye. Goodbye, Big Noopy. Thank you for coming on. Fifey's still out. Yeah. The little cat. What's he doing? Yeah. Should have saved the game so you can just click through. Well, I'll save it now just in case anything goes wrong with those bits. Having a crisis. What crisis? Crisis? What crisis? ISIS crisis. Tunjai Fevzi has had a poor showing in training. He's had a poor showing this season. He's playing the Cup for Trumpton, and that's it. Vyaskovsky is out as well. And Gary Speed, the patience with Gary Speed seems to be inexhaustible. Yeah, I don't think he's going to become any more lively at any point, but he's still there. So Seedorf, Silvino, and Zickler signs a new contract. That's what everybody wants. Midlife. I'm definitely about that for me. Lots of clicking, clickety click. I'll always pick up on these reds for you wherever I can remember. Cesar, or is it Caesar the dog food, has gone to Barcelona for 9 million after a randomly okay season. Randomly okay? Respectable. That'll do instead. Conticchio gets that contract they all wanted him to have. Yeah, I think Pedersen's having a very good season against Pedersen. So, yeah, let's build that up. I'll build up everyone's and defend everyone anyway. And then they get mystified at times. Notice here the news that Dave Barnett is retiring at the end of the season. Coming up there, he's had 2 caps for Norway. It is 2 different saves for Division 1, Division 2. The reason for it being 2 different saves is because you can only have 16 managers on at once, so I have to do it under 2 different saves. Oh, we got some news. I've been missing out some clicks. Mendieta from Real Madrid to Grove. Obviously, Madrid in this division, Grove in the other league. Ortega to Sprungfeld. Oh, Mr. Savage. Too many managers indeed. Yeah. If we could have more than 16 managers, if there was ever a way of customizing the game, I would absolutely want that. That would be just perfection. But it is. I don't know how they'd manage it. Mendieta's going nowhere. Clickety click. Alexandre's back. Is there a league with 16 teams in and no relegation? No. There is the Welsh League with 18 teams and no relegation. So you could chuck in 2 awful sides in there as well, which would work for every single season. The biggest divisions without relegation. I mean, the MLS has got 12 teams in it, and there's no relegation from that. But yeah, your next league where no one can go down from it is. Can you go down in Northern Ireland out of the league? Can you exit the league there? Or, I mean, Scotland's got 4 divisions of 10, but that's new to me. That's not something you being part of the forum. So, first and foremost, that's where you could go. See what you can do. Savage is surprised as well. Where are we? Ireland versus Argentina, World Cup semi-final. Have you not signed up, Savage? Oh, yeah, I'm on there. I don't think I've ever made any posts. Probably haven't, but being on it because that's where I get my downloads from. Ireland are out. Argentina out. We got some Saviola at Barcelona and Claudio Lopez at Lazio. Carlos Roa, of course, who actually retired in the 98-99 season because he thought the world was going to end. It didn't, so he sheepishly came back to football. That's a superb story. Basadas getting lots of praise there for his performances in the competition. Well played. The randomize. Basically, I'm on a minimal database, so there's just a lot of fakes. And the England team, if you haven't seen the England team, is quite frankly baffling. So if it's going to look for, let's just pick a player up from here who's played unknown club, superb. Anyone? I don't know why I've gone to Douglas now, but I'll find Chris Sutton, English. There we are. That's the England squad with James M. McGurthy in it, and Russell Howard from York City in goal. Russell Howard's good news. Aragon Applebaum, and I don't understand what's going on with the squad. And Sean Gummer from Mandals Macarena. Lovely. Sean Gummer. So, I mean, Mandals Macarena, we recognise them from their victory over Lillehammer, but Sean Gummer wasn't in the team. He's listed for loan, so he can't get in that team, and yet he's an England international, or at least in the England squad. Oh god. The under-21s is empty, and Danny Alcott from Stoke is the substitute goalkeeper. I do not get what's going on. Yes, Vine.fi. That's what we were waiting for. Yes, Fifey's on his night out. He's drunk, and that's why he sends us. Tyrone and offer. Lovely. Click, click, click. I missed one. Clickety click. Oh! Oh, well. Now, I'll play it. Because when else will this get done? So we'll just shove another player on the bench. Blur up Nielsen. Go on the bench. They're all 100%. This is the team we wanted. So let's play it. You're all here. Well, except the manager himself. Skade versus Allenson. Let's go. The other team are unfit, and these are all ready for the action. Can't believe we've got a game, and Zickler's had a chance early on. The folds locker. Take up a lot less space, wouldn't it, if you could fold it. Manninger making some saves. Vondotfjai as well. And a goal for Jakob Jule. But Skade have equalised straight away. They just cannot be held down for long. Alex Alves scores. This is a good match. And Allenson been in front for longer than they have been for a while. You can lead a house to water. Or a house or a horse. A house to water would be quite good, wouldn't it? Smerteen's having a terrible match, isn't he? But they are holding up. I mean, Mellemstrand's going to be coming off here. He's out with a thigh strain. He's still playing the game, and now he's at 23%. What have they done to him? What have they done to him? So we just keep going with this. He has come off now. We'll get to 65 minutes as we said we would do last game. I don't think we did get that far last game because we did get that far, yeah. Subs are on the way. Yule's hit the bar. Right. Smerteen's been terrible. I don't understand what's going on for him. But he'll come off, and Nielsen is a replacement that could happen in that position. And Alex Alves has scored. He's not carrying a knock, so we'll keep it minimum. Houses for courses, indeed. Oh, missed the target there. Zickler has missed one this game. Good save from the goalkeeper, and Manninger's keeping his team in this one at the moment. I don't want to say anything too early about the performance, but Allenson could be going through to the next round to play Real E. And they are. They've won. Alex Alves scores. The man of the match. Scores with the man of the match. Takes himself off for a bit of fun. And well played. But the goal from Benyam Seyoum. Well, they're through. Alex Alves with a goal. Jakob Jule with a goal. Better performance all round apart from Smerteen. So they're through. Portugal 1, Brazil 4. We've got an Argentina-Brazil final. Guilherme again with goals. Pauletta. There we are. Lovely. Get in there, my Alan's son. Lovely. Who's in the competition? That's a bit weird. Nobody in this one seems kind of normal. That's good news. We are still 17 days away from the thing. Oh, well, Tommy Stubber. Stubby Tommy, says Paul Gascoigne, has turned up late for training. Lovely. But he did bring a bucket of chicken and a fishing rod with him, so it's not the end of the world. Allenson versus Lee. Allenson through. And Tuncay Fevsi's now failed to turn up for training. So he's just getting worse at this point.
I think he needs discipline here. It's unprofessional. It's unfair. No, it's not. He didn't turn up for training. Did he? Didn't even give him any fine. Just told him off. News for Allinson. They're through. Way. Titus Bramble. Defend Titus Bramble. Defend Nicky Butt. Yeah. But thinking he's going to be a loyal and committed club servant. There's always some team with some form of news, isn't there? An offer for Beckham. I think that Grove have been offering for 2 different Beckhams at times here. London Arside's broken his nose. Per Morton Christensen, who is there is a reserve team goalkeeper who's never made it into the first team, has been late for training, but he hasn't missed training, like Gascoigne. Ireland finished 3rd in the World Cup. The winning penalty scored by Malone, Bugsy Malone, Michael Malone. There he is. Yeah, there are 4 players missing because Hollaback will be missing for a few months still, won't he? Grove bidding for Zanetti. Click, click, click. And Brazil winning the World Cup. Elber and Zago. The winning goal from Elber. Bassett has scored, but Zago also scored in the World Cup final. Wonderful. Elber, great season for him. Molly Malone, cockles and mussels and all that jazz. 2 different songs mixed together, of course, with all that jazz. Grove bidding for Beckham, and Seydolf is back in training. This is probably something that would help someone fall asleep. Saviola was a World Cup Golden Boot winner. His teammate was 2nd. 8, 7 and 5. 15 goals in their top 2 players. Vieira's going nowhere. Oh, missed out some stuff there. He's not leaving. What else is Tunjai Fevzi going to do? Gareth Southgate. Tommy Söderberg has been sacked by Sweden, leaving them needing a manager with their wonderful squad. Gareth Southgate. Defend Southgate. He's not even bothered that we've defended him. The naughty boy. Rui Costa could go from AC to Inter. Ooh, some news. Another offer for the Grove going for this other Beckham. There it is. A Grove for another Beckham. Is that 4 Beckhams they're going for now? You're not having Beckham. You know you're not having Beckham. Sementarnica. There we are. Lovely. Yeah, it's a team we all want to do. They should stick together. They're out. Atlantis are out to Portadown. Zidane linked with the move to Grove. Grove must have a lot of money going on here. Maybe they won the Swedish league and are in the Champions League or something like that. More offers for Beckham. Unbelievable. Silly season, isn't it? And these offers for Beckham. Beckham again.
Trumpton's a Grove, as you know. Everyone's a Grove player. Imagine we just let them go. Move to Grove. Move to Grove. Deny. So many Beckhams. It's weird that there's so many Beckhams in this division. People don't usually pick him. Roosters out. We are about... How far off the next games are we now? Don't know why I looked at that bit there. We are 3 days. Woo! It's a lot of clicking being on, but we are getting there. Another offer for Beckham. I'm going to be offering for Beckham in my sleep. See if we got any... I mean, why? Are they actually a B team, or is that just what they're called? She's gone to Origa. Who else have we got in these lovely games here? Hamcam. Hamcam are in there. Great stuff representing Norway. We've got Kilmarnock. Borat is in there as well. Yeah, this is the cup we all wanted to see. A win for Kilmarnock. And a draw for Hamcam. Well, as we approach the end, obviously I want to thank anyone who's actually still here and not asleep. I'd like to thank Vun.fi and Vin.fi for being here tonight as well. It's been superb. Thanks a lot to those wonderful people who are here. Rick Helme out for 3 weeks. An offer for Mendieta comes in. No, not for Beckham. And 2 days away from the games. 1 day away from the games. Mr. Savage is still here. Team GB reserves beating Dalgety Rangers reserves. Nigel Martin on a winning team. Sensational AI admin. We have some loyal viewers here, don't we? The number of hours you two must have clocked up watching pointless stuff on here. But I was only going to do this at afterwards anyway, so why not put an hour and 20 minutes onto YouTube? Featuring about 35 minutes of clicking screens and offers for David Beckham. Jimmy's rack. And there we are. Look at that. We have reached the actual point where that massive break was over. Allenson, Trumpton, Asner versus Tyneside, Dalgety Rangers and Team Scout, Falaraki versus Loco Calaveras, North Trafford Imagery Madrid, Roundhay Realty and Steelhawks versus the Old Age Ballers. So thank you again. The admin is over so soon. It is 1:20 and I've got through that bit. Unbelievable. So I will say good morning again, and we will see you soon. There will definitely be any cup rounds will be on like this from now on for both divisions, so you're always welcome, and I'll see you again soon. Good morning.